What's up, everybody?
What's cracking? How you guys doing?
What's up?
How you doing?
Man, I'm all right. I'm pretty fiery this morning.
You guys missed it.
Yeah. Luckily, we weren't taping.
Stupid traffic. Should be less
I would have
traffic.
deleted that
That's
so
what it was
fast.
about. Oh, you would have
even
deleted it?
even if we were
I wish
taping.
we had a
It's like the world doesn't need to see that.
I wish we had a way to have less people so there'd be less traffic.
Yeah, my boys keep me safe. They make sure that they don't post shit prior.
I wonder if people ever watch this podcast and is like, "This is these boys holding back."
Out of everybody,
Trust me. Hear us 10 minutes before.
out of
this started.
everybody, you would not believe who the Republican is in this room.
I know. It's crazy.
It's wild.
I'm not even.
2024 is different.
Bro, I'm not a Republican. I may sound like one at times.
You sounded like
Sounded like
Trump's
one.
campaign manager.
No,
Did you guys know that he wrote Project 2025?
I did. In the projects.
Different meaning. They just stole your name.
I was on floor 2025 and it just came to me.
Lamar's policy plans are legit.
But man, like today is just, I mean, we talk about, political correctness. One of the crazy things about this election, congrats Trump, by the way. And it's not that I was on either side because I thought both sucked. I thought one did suck more than the other one.
Yeah. And I can't vote, so I don't care.
Yeah, I did think one sucked more than the other one. But I mean, one of the things that's been going on, they had, of course, they brought all of their star friends out.
That's true.
And one of the people they brought out was Tony,
a comedian.
Hinchcliffe. Yeah. And he is a roast master. Personally, I, didn't care for his jokes.
Some of them are good, but the actual Puerto Rico joke that everybody's tripping about.
That was,
That was really good.
that one right there. That one.
Like the premise and setup, I thought was really good. Mm-hmm. But he went a different angle. Like if he would have said, this is what I say. If he would have said Cuba and called them a bunch of commies, everybody would have been like, yeah.
Facts.
But he went.
Puerto
Rico, other Americans.
Other Americans, because it's a U.S. territory. So it's basically
a state, I think.
Yeah.
Now.
But they were,
calm down.
I never really looked into it, but they were talking about how something about the trash out there.
They have a trash problem.
Yeah, really, really backed up. Mm-hmm. So that's what he was kind of addressing. And it wasn't, the people in general. It was just basically saying the trash is, so bad out there that it's a floating.
Yeah, but that's not what he said.
Yeah, I know. It didn't come
it
out
didn't
that
come
way.
out that way.
Exactly. It didn't,
like when I do fat jokes, I'm not like, you guys need to care about your health.
Check it. At a Trump rally, definitely not coming out.
And the crazy part is
the way it should.
Trump rally crowd didn't even laugh at this shit.
They didn't. Did you hear?
They were like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, when you hear a Trump crowd groan, you're like, oh, shit.
They were really, the whole set from what I heard, the parts that I heard, it was just like, yeah.
Well, I don't think they weren't ready for comedy. They were ready to hear like.
There was no warm-up act.
There's nothing. He did the hold the hot spot.
Right?
He did the hold the hot spot.
And that is bad because you're talking about, okay, know your audience. This is a whole different audience.
Yeah.
And you started off cold hot.
And then there were Republicans from New York, right? Mm-hmm. So even if you're a Republican from New York, you still have Puerto Rican friends and neighbors and family.
Exactly.
It's like,
you're right about that.
I think Tony thought more people would recognize him too.
He
thinks he's more famous than he is because his show's huge. But you can be huge these days and still basically no one will know you. There's 400 million Americans or something like that.
He's not Don Rickles.
Even if 10 million people know you, that's still 390 million that don't.
Don Rickles did that for the Reagan inauguration in 84 or whatever. Don Rickles, it was super famous. He was on TV shows and movies and all this shit.
Yeah. Don Rickles is so funny.
That dude is one of the best roasters ever, bro.
But he said fucking offensive shit during that Reagan stuff, but everybody knew who he was though. And they knew when they saw Don Rickles, oh, we got some comedy.
Because I've talked to some people like, oh yeah, kill Tony. They're like, what? I don't know nothing about that. You know what I mean? So it happens, and you're right, and I think that's probably the biggest thing. Not everybody saw the roast of Tom Brady.
No, a lot of people don't give a shit.
Oh, exactly. They don't have Netflix.
And I guarantee you, he thought that he gained more following from that.
And he did, but just not.
But his type of the people that are for that.
Not to the point where you can show up and crush at a Trump rally.
Yeah, because You know, everybody that actually clicked on the roast battle of Tom Brady knew that was a roast battle of Tom Brady.
Right.
So it's like, okay, I can go watch this roast. Right. I know what a roast is. You know what I mean? So they expect
I didn't even know Tony was going to be at the fucking Trump rally.
Me neither.
And he just walks up like, oh, okay. And
then just the people that he brought out after that, it just was like digging a hole, it seemed like, but it didn't affect shit.
So many people had already voted, though. Like 80 million people had already voted when those rallies happened.
I wonder how many people wanted to pull back. Like, what the hell?
Whoa.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty wild, man.
It shows you what the world really thinks of comedy, I feel like. They're like, what the fuck, man? I feel the exact same way that Tony felt that night on stage very often. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry I put you through this.
Right. But you know what? So I had my political joke, about Stevie Wonder. And after our show at Desert Ridge.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And
somebody come at you?
Man, and was like, man, that was a great joke.
Yeah, that's what you
That was a great political joke, man. We need to bring that back. I was like, wow, okay. You know what I mean?
So I dyed my hair because I'm on probation, right? But I used it in my set last night at Desert Ridge Improv, saying like I was ready for whoever won last night. And I had the joke for Kamala winning or Trump winning. And I still did them both, and people liked it. Yeah. Because I'm like, you're not going to deport me that easy. I'm going to blend in with you motherfuckers.
So I think that if it's said right with some taste, I think that you good. Like, my joke was about Stevie Wonder.
Right.
Not, you know what I mean? Like, he almost convinced me through his words. But then I realized this motherfucker don't see what's going on in this world, basically.
The
you know
whole
what I mean?
purpose, too, of doing political jokes is people not being able to tell who you're voting for.
Exactly. And that's where you... are pretty good.
That should be the case.
And then, even in my set, I tell people like, I'm a fucking felon. I can't even vote, so I don't give a fuck what happens. So everybody's gonna catch these jokes.
We were on that one show with the political dude.
Very political dude.
The thing about it, super fucking right wing Republican, and the audience, they really wasn't feeling him like that. You know what I mean?
Even if they agree with them, it's like,
well, no, it was half the audience was his people,
and they felt them. They was 100% lined up. And then
the other half were people were just coming to check out a show.
Yeah.
And they were like, "What the fuck?" I didn't know Tucker Carlson was going to be up here talking jokes.
So that's how it was.
That's how it was. Yeah.
So it wasn't like he was like turned off the whole.
His people stayed, loved him, bought his merch, taking pictures.
Okay. Sure.
And he was a cool dude, no doubt, though.
And he's not even that right wing. He's just doing it like a character, just to fuck with troll people.
Yeah, because he gets around doing that, man.
He's on all these. He's with Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he did a little tour with Tucker Carlson, like opening act and shit.
Yeah.
Weird. You guys were on a show with him?
Yeah.
Cool.
Real cool dude, though, without a shadow of a doubt. Like,
because I can go anywhere and talk shit, because I'm a felon, so I'm gonna run for president, and I can talk shit to anybody. It doesn't matter.
So what is the edge now? Because it's seeming like
there's like
now
lines
in comedy,
in the sand being drawn.
especially
more than usual.
You think Trump says the N-word? When's the last time?
Do you think Trump says it this morning when he woke up?
I personally feel like he's not racist, but I do feel like he said it in both connotations, depending on who his.
Which one does he say more, the ER or the A?
I don't think he says either one often. You know what I mean? But I definitely feel like he has.
It'd be fun if he was dropping the soft A a lot.
You know what I mean?
What's up?
Who would he say it more about, Obama or Kamala?
Ooh. Yeah.
Obama was talking shit about him. Remember, that's why he ran the whole time.
Probably Obama, because he didn't know that he was going to run for president yet. And by the time he would be saying it a lot about Kamala, he would be like aware that somebody might be trying to record him or something. Yeah. He's like, I can't let that fly anymore.
Right.
So he's saying it, just yelling it in the mirror and stuff in the bathroom.
Yeah. Before he knows he's running for president. Yeah.
But like looking at our comedy scene, it's been I think it's trash outside of comedy.
Yeah.
Because everybody, comedy's subjective. Whoever likes it, likes it. It really ain't for us.
And comedians especially have opinions, strong opinions they die for.
Yeah, we've been having so many comedians now that are really stressed out about words that other comedians are saying. You know what I mean? And in some cases, maybe right. You know what I mean? In some cases, may not be right. But the thing is, like, we addressing it in the wrong manner, I think. Everybody going online and starting this big discussion. and then nothing's being done about it. Like, I'm a nip it in the bud type of guy. Right. I don't got time to be going online.
Michael Jackson beat it.
Back. Just, dude, I'm not going to
bring your gang and bring my gang, and we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. And personally,
and the winner gets to say the word all the time.
There you go.
If you beat my ass, you can say whatever you want now.
So, we got the N-word. The N-word is becoming so popular amongst other people other than white people.
Right.
Everybody can say it except white people.
Yeah, like everybody has been saying it.
Well, they used it up. You know what I mean? They used it up.
Yeah, we got to say it a lot for a while. And now we're out.
So much that we dropped the ER and put an A there.
Yeah, it wasn't cool.
Shorten it up a little bit.
Yeah,
to bring in the black folks and make the word cool again.
Yeah. So, we got people who use it. Like, we got Mexican people to use it against, amongst Mexican people, Asian people to use it amongst Asian people, white people to use it amongst white people in a different way. But
and then it'll slip up, and one of the other groups will say it to a black person, and then it depends on the relationship.
Exactly, facts.
And it goes either left or hey, what's up, bro?
Or right. Because I got a white friend. I don't think he's ever used it, but if he did, then I didn't even really pay attention to it, and he used it probably in the proper grammar that I really didn't pay attention to it. You know what I mean? Because we was friends. So you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like if you say it so smooth, I don't notice. It's fine. Okay, that's the rule.
I guess. Yeah, because if you friends and you just using it, they just like, I never even paid attention to them.
You know the person, so you know the context behind it at least.
Yeah.
Before you can make a judgment call about how it was said.
It didn't even cause red flags. When he said it, because it was just you with your boys.
But then if you say it to him, but then you're like, when his cousin walks by, you can't be like, hey, what's up? Then it's like, whoa, what's going on?
You got this dude saying it? I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
But it was a situation where a comedian used it, not in the set, but kind of just addressing somebody, and it wasn't used.
But on stage,
but it wasn't used with an ER at the end of it. I was in the room and I didn't even pay attention to it, so I wasn't even offended by it because I was just like,
it's
in
crazy
La
how
La Land.
Certain black people in the room were offended, and the other black people in the room weren't offended.
Yeah, and then some in the room didn't even hear it, so they definitely wasn't offended.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is addressing it. That one comedian wanted it to be addressed online, like he need to do a public apology. The other dude was like, well, 99% of my people wasn't even there. Why would I do that? You know what I mean?
He's apologizing for something, and people are going to be like, what do you
talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just think that when you address stuff like that online and 95% of the people weren't there, you about to get all the flack and got to extinguish this fire, it wasn't said like that, and then you gonna get all of this stuff that you didn't have to,
get everything
deal
riled up more than it needed to be.
When I guess the guy was apologizing to people in the inbox,
and that should be enough,
and that should have been enough. But they wanted it to be, addressed on the platform. I guess they wanted everybody else to know that they said the N-word.
I think you should have to pay money.
Necessarily mean that you were racist.
Venmo everybody.
I think you should have to pay money to apologize. You should have to give all the black people in the room,
or let the black guys
$500.
or you know what? Just in general, when you apologize to somebody for that, on Cash App them.
It's over.
Show them that you really apologize. You know what I mean? That's the problem with your apology. It's not coming with no weight. Let me see if it works.
Hold on. I'll get back to you right now.
It's not coming with any weight behind it.
Do you want to work House of Comedy that bad?
$5? How much is the what's his name's gloves cost? I'll do that.
I don't know. You might have to pay $100 on that
one. Let my check go through next week, and I got it. Buy some new gloves.
What? I personally.
So should that apology, should the black people be able to say a racial slur to his race and call it even?
Definitely.
Definitely. Well, probably black people already did.
I feel like,
wait, what? Hold on, let me explain this.
Probably were already calling his race racial slurs, punching them in the streets of New York.
what was his race? What was the other guy's race?
I think he's Filipino.
Yeah, I think that's right. Asian.
What's a Filipino slur?
Well,
come on, Eric. I know you know these. I know you know these, Eric.
I feel like somebody may have toyed with him that night about eating a dog. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like for real.
So it was already in the air.
I know.
But that was already
I feel
there.
like Austin, who's Asian, he said something about a joke about that. You know what I mean? Like he said something like they say that cat tastes like chicken, but I've never ate chicken or something like that.
Oh,
and I think he said, I just feel like they addressed him, and you know what I mean?
And it got out of control.
Yeah, before.
Because now, don't Haitians eat dogs now? So doesn't that apply to black people too?
Facts.
I can't keep up with these slurs.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why bitch is universal.
This is crazy, man. Like
comedy right now is wild.
What's his name? Who used to date Taco? He said the N-word on stage. He's white.
Who's that?
And it was stir crazy.
Somebody told me that. But
you didn't see it that night?
He did it that night when I was there?
Yeah.
Bro, you know what?
You must have been like up front or
something.
You're
too Republican. You don't even hear the N-word from white people no more.
Yeah, you
keep saying that. That's good.
But you got Republican N-word blockers on your ears.
The thing is, though, I don't be paying attention to that shit. You know what I mean? Because for one, if you put an ER on it, trust me, I'm gonna hear that shit.
Your spidey sense is gonna go out.
But he probably said it, and I wasn't in the room and thought it was probably somebody of color. You know what I mean? But even then, I just don't give a crap about that. I just don't care about that no more, man.
And then especially if it's on stage in comedy context, it's a little bit different, quotation marks.
White people
than yelling it in traffic at you or something.
White people already fooled black people in adopting the word to begin with. So whatever way that they decided this word means this, they whatever reverse psychology type. Yeah, made us use it and call us the word for whatever it was meant. You know what I mean?
They use it up already.
Each other, yeah.
They used it up already. They're like, let's get them to say it against each other.
Let's get them to say, yeah. So they're calling each other pieces of shit.
We'll get them to record it on some tapes, and then we'll make money off of it.
It's wild. So the only way to really get past that word is to let everybody
make a new word.
Let everybody use it.
Yeah. Come on, Eric. Make a new word.
Let everybody use it. That's the only way it loses its sting.
Yeah, but black people are too sensitive right now.
Man, black people are just too sensitive, period, about the wrong shit. And yeah, we are. We are right now. Some of us.
If somebody walked in here and yelled that shit to you, we had to stop the show.
Yeah, we beat the shit out of them.
Oh, yeah. Somebody came in right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on probation. I'll jump in now.
Especially with the way that we talking about it right now, like, yeah, we definitely fighting you. Yeah. Matter of fact, we dragging you into the camera.
I'm whooping your ass on camera.
Nice shot.
Yeah.
Me, I just ain't with all that, man. Like, I'm on the whole thing personally. If you disrespect me personally, then I got some hands for you.
There's so much other shit you can piss me off about.
Yeah, I'm not going to be worrying about, you didn't vote for a female black president. You ain't black. You didn't support that. Look, I'm not with all that. You let this dude Ruben say the N-word on stage. I don't give a crap. You want to know what? However you feel about me not being that person, come talk to me about it. And then we can have a discussion.
We're at 55. And then we're at 55-25 West
with our fists.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And it might not even come to that when you realize that, bro, you approaching the wrong guy on that. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like for real.
And he's a Republican. You know he's got a gun.
Pull it on you in traffic.
This dude gonna have people thinking I'm a Republican. But you know what? I would have voted for Republican more than Democrat.
Right now,
I definitely would have did that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because y'all voted for a woman because she's a woman and because she's a woman of color. Y'all not voting on nothing that's benefiting y'all. You know what? RFK is the reason why I would have voted for.
He's gonna fix the water
of the Republicans. He's gonna fix the supposedly. He's gonna fix the water.
Fluoride out of the water.
Get all of that stuff out of the food.
I can eat Fruit Loops again. He's gonna take out the dyes.
Yeah, like for real, man. That's the shit that really drives. Obesity.
I want Fruit Loops, Eric.
And all other, ailments, bro.
Apple Jacks, Fruit Loops, Captain Crunches.
And why can't you have them? Because
there's dyes that cause cancer.
Stuff that's in it that shouldn't.
Allegedly, BlackRock.
So they're going after the food and.
He's an environmental lawyer. He gets stuff cleaned up.
Well, I mean, I hope so. That would be good.
Did you vote, Eric?
I didn't vote.
You didn't?
I have.
What?
My passport was in Oregon, and I couldn't register to vote.
Are you serious?
That was an awkward silence.
I was about to say, like... That's why he won.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. One more vote for Kamala, and we would have had him.
I couldn't vote, and you had your chance to vote. I wish I could have voted, and you wasted your chance.
I didn't vote.
Yeah,
fuck this podcast.
Yeah.
He said politicking is over.
I don't believe voting is like real, for one. I don't believe Democrats are like an honest opposition to Republicans. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, whoever's in power, they're going to fuck us over.
As simple as that, bro. Thank you. No matter what, they're going to do good and bad.
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that.
The rich people run everything.
As that.
I would love to believe I could make a difference. Yeah, I really would. But I just don't.
But so what do you need to do to make a difference? You do it personally.
Yeah.
You do it personally.
Right.
You be good to people.
Write some
you
funny
help
jokes.
people. You know what I mean? You do whatever you need to make
Go on stage, say racist shit.
Say racist shit.
You sponsor a fat Mexican comedian to get out of jail.
I am worried that cancel culture is coming back now that Trump's back. They're going to be like, trying, like, I can't believe you said that. I was kidding.
But we also know why it's in place. You know what I mean? Like, all of that stuff is not the machine of this side, Trump. Because Trump going to say some outlandish shit. But they're going to want to cancel everybody because he's in office again. And they know the outlandish shit is about to
ramp up. Ramp up. Just last night's comedy show was getting ramped up.
It was. It was
good. I had one of my friends just did a you can't kill comedy joke, but you can kill babies. You know.
Wow.
Yeah. It was like, oh boy, all right.
Oh, here we go.
I won't say the name of the comic, Steve Shorebus.
I did have this realization where it was like, I can do whatever I want on stage now, right? It's like, if we're gonna put, a rapist possibly in the White House, then whatever I say could not matter.
Allegedly.
Sure. Yeah.
BlackRock.
Nobody send this to the FBI, please.
Yeah, I'm just saying though,
but if he's
every political person got some shit.
He's a felon in office now, or going to be in office.
Oh,
so take the felony shit off at applications.
Which is good. A good thing for a lot of Americans because it's one of those things that you're judged. You know what I mean? Continuously judged for something that you probably 100% are over. Like, you were one of the people that were rehabilitated. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why it wouldn't even be on the application. Now, if you're a sex offender, should that be on there? Yes.
Yes, that's a different thing.
Yes.
But they're still going to do background check to make sure there's not sex offenders getting hired by fucking daycares and shit.
Yeah. So sex offenders, if like drug offenses, that shouldn't even be on there. Like, shit. Drugs. Why would I?
They're test for drugs, but they don't test for alcohol, and alcohol's on every fucking corner.
And it's worse. You know how many people that I know who, like, I used to have this dude I used to work with, right? This dude used to come to work smelling like alcohol and liquor. No matter how bad, he had just drowned himself in the cologne. So the dude, eventually they just like, man, we gotta let you go, bro. Like, we ain't been working with you and shit.
You can just tell.
They just let him go, man. Like, I remember, like, I'm outside of he don't even work there no more. He called me and was like, Lamar, man, I gotta go to the store, man. You think you can come over here and blow in the breathalyzer so that I can get my car started? I said, no. Like, dude, no, not at all. Like, it's crazy. That's the worst.
Well, just like one of my neighbors I used to hang out with died from liver failure this last weekend. And I would hang out with him all the time. He's a few years older than me, but it is, it's everywhere.
Drank himself to death.
There's commercials for this shit on TV.
Yeah, but
they don't test for it, but drugs, you're gonna fucking do that.
Sucks.
Like, unless your ass is like nodding off at work, because it's functional. It's functional drug addicts.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
I know so many functional
work in the kitchen somewhere. They're all on meth.
You wouldn't even know. Oh yeah. You kind of need them to be on meth.
Yeah,
you want a sober chef. Goddamn.
I need my Denny's order in fucking 10 minutes.
At the end of the day, that's a ball busting.
See, it's
job,
fine. It's fine.
My biggest thing is just don't sweat and drip your sweat in my food on meth.
Oh, well, you know what?
Yeah. Jorge's got some bad news for you, buddy.
Breaking news.
Here in Arizona, you've already...
It's hot in the kitchen and you walk outside on break and it's hotter outside, you're going to get a little drippy drip in your food.
Little drip, meth drip. But yeah, man, I don't know. I kind of think the comedy is just weird right now. Like, because it was almost like it was, all right, don't say certain things. Then it went back to being
pretty
open
normal.
And shit. Now it's going back up to,
well, not only that,
can't
is
say certain
the
things.
election drew a line in the sand with comics on what side they voted for.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, there's people that have been friends for a long time in comedy, and they're just cutting each other off just because he voted for
who?
this person.
Like, give me an example. Because I know, like,
I won't say
had
names,
some.
but-
You mean like in the Arizona scene?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, like in D.L. Hughley, he was super big.
Yeah, well, DL's a good
Earthquake,
example.
super big on pushing the Democrat agenda.
Yeah, Kamala all day.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, my thing is that when one thing is heavily sided, like, I really can't believe you no more, because that means that you're not open-minded enough to even see if it's any good on the other side.
How much did you
And
get
if-
paid for this shit?
Yeah, that I already know. And if you that closed off, I don't believe you and I don't trust you, because that's exactly what
Right.
it boils down to. How much you getting
And
paid
then
for this?
the other example, so we're talking about Tony, George Lopez did Kamala Harris's rally and did jokes about Mexicans being thieves and stealing shit. Nobody said nothing.
Yeah.
Because he's Mexican.
Right.
But if you know anything about George Lopez in the comedy world, he fucking hates Mexicans
for real, right?
comedians. He hates his own family. They're Mexican. He hates other Mexican comedians. But that shit was cool. Nobody batted an eye when he said that shit.
Yeah, but that's crazy but for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like a dude who sold out as a black dude coming back and, you know what I mean, saying
Right.
some shit about the niggas. You know what I mean?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
We needed that. That was a much needed N-word.
That just means you guys are growing as people. You have some on each side, you know.
It's just crazy, man. Like, you know, I hope that it don't get as bad as it was at one point. You know what I mean? Like, you couldn't say shit, and everybody was just, everybody was getting canceled across the board for everything. It wasn't just in comedy. You know what I mean? But
I mean, from it's just my own personal comedy. I say whatever the fuck I want anyway. So if you don't like it, then whatever.
yeah, that's facts.
Because it's gonna end up being funny.
Yeah, most of the time, like, the jokes I write anyway are my experience. So, which means you can't tell me not to talk about my experience. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, so what do you feel about the N-word? Would you use it?
Can you just say it once so we know how you really say it?
We'll beep it out.
Maybe I shouldn't admit to this on a podcast, but I used to date a black woman, and like I would say it just to fuck with her. I'd like sing it during a song, and she'd look over like, "Oh, my bad."
So like a rap song. Okay.
I was
But
just,
what kind of black girl was she
you know?
though? Is she from a suburbs? Is she from inner city? What part of the country is she from? I need some background information.
Yeah. Was she a black girl or was
Did she go to college? Did she drop out of high school?
We used
How
to
many
do a
kids
lot
did
of
she have?
meth together. She's pretty
white.
awesome.
That's pretty white.
Yeah, it's pretty white of her.
So suburbs.
She was half white.
Suburbs.
So that half was doing meth. That half was doing meth. The other half was doing weed.
She's from the suburbs. She's adopted.
Right.
Okay.
White mom, black dad. Dad wasn't around much.
Oh, damn. She's a little white girl in a black body.
So you dated Candace Owens. Right on. That's cool, dude. Congratulations.
Candace Owens is the shit. She is.
I'm glad you're not Republican.
I'm
You
going
could get
on.
in real trouble.
Well, how do you feel about Kanye?
I'm going on record with that one. I haven't seen a woman who really, like, man, she be killing motherfuckers on her damn, like, going back and forth with them. Killing them. I ain't seen not one person win a debate against Candace Owens. Not one person. I would like to see it, though.
Well, she's kind of cute, too. So.
She is cute.
Yeah.
She's cute. And she getting the black people behind her now. Black people finally like, so you weren't being a sellout and racist. Oh, this is what you were saying. And she's like, yes, finally. You know what I mean? So, Candace, if we can get you on our podcast.
yeah, we'd love to have you.
I would love that. Like,
we'll have you call in.
You're amazing.
We'll get Eric to apologize to you for breaking up.
Yeah. You know, and if pick whichever one of these guys you don't want to be on the show.
Yeah, we'll take an episode off.
Whatever. Yeah.
You know what? It could just be me and you, Candace. You know what? Fine.
It
just
should
me
just
and
be
you.
you two.
We can call it the N-word episode. You know what I mean?
Oh, damn. That's where I draw the line.
No.
That's where I draw the line, Jorge.
I didn't say what
Did
N-word.
you see that?
Knowledgeable people episode. Knowledgeable people episode.
Yeah.
Is that not
knowledgeable starts with.
I'm a felon. I don't know how to spell.
Oh my God, this guy right in front of me. I think it's the flag.
Right in front of the flag. I'm feeling Republican.
I'm just glad he didn't drop the full word.
But did it not have the same steam though?
That's a good point about censorship.
Yeah,
it's like, we all know.
I'm ready for that joke. My leg was shaking.
Damn, that's crazy.
As soon as I went to say, I'm like, oh boy, here we go. We're going in.
The funny thing is, that was a perfect example.
Yeah,
that was a perfect example.
Clip that one.
He didn't even say the N-word. You know what I mean? But he came with the same vigor
but
that
I
anybody.
Laughed, so it's okay.
Whoa, vigor.
The same vigor.
I like vigor. We're just going down this lane today. Vigor, please. That's offensive.
For now, we dropping the ER, period.
And that's about our time for today's episode.